This is kind of fun how it just does its own. It just starts typing. On its own. This is my iPad 2 that actually it's not mine, it was a friend of mine, but he's given it to me because it was all broken up. He dropped it in the street and probably ran it over as far as I could tell, but there's a pretty bad dent right here, you can see. And when I put the screen on, the replacement screen, I had the ghosting or the erratic automatic ghosting effect, where it looked like it was being activated by itself. And some people said that you needed to bend the that if the digitizer was tweaked or twisted at all, that it would cause that to happen. So I laid this thing down on the table and noticed that it is tweaked. You can see it's a good more than 1/8 of an inch, almost 1/4 of an inch twisted. And so the frame, when it seats in here, is going to be always going to be twisted. So you can see how badly it is, how badly tweaked it is. So I'm going to try bending it back. I thought at first I might have to remove these batteries so that I could pound out this this dent. But I think if I just I'm going to try bending this thing, twisting it so that it becomes flat, and then replace the digitizer and see if I can remove that ghosting effect. Okay, let's see. I've got this thing kind of rocking in the middle, so I'm going to set this in the middle here, this dowel, and just do a little torsion from side to side. Still pretty rocky. Let's see if I can find the center point here. Looks like it's pretty high up, kind of near the motherboard where the bend is. I could either bend this end or this end, but it looks like maybe I need to bend that end a little more. Try that. I don't want to torsion the motherboard too much. Still pretty rocky. Boy, this is tough metal. It's a little improved. I'll keep on doing this here, see if I can get it to flatten out better. Boy, got a ways to go. Okay, we're making some progress. It's got about maybe a 1/16 of an inch play. Feels like a little more on this side. Boy, I just feel so squeamish about doing this. Well, just the slightest twist in there now. Still a little there, but maybe not enough to cause problems. We'll see when we put the digitizer back on. Okay, here we are back again, all assembled, and turn it on here. Oh, notice first that although I was able to flatten it pretty much, I still have a tiny bit of let me see if I can focus this better. Okay, now that we got it reassembled, and you can see that it's not quite flat enough. It's still got a little bit of play there on that lower corner where it got bent, and then also still have a little play there. But when I heat that up a little and it stays down and run this thing, seems to be working okay. So let's turn this thing on, and let's see here. The maps is what I had some trouble with at one time. Let me get this light out of the way. It would just jerk all over. I've been using this for about 2 days and haven't had any problems whatsoever. It's working great. So at least for my situation, it's all. That's all that I think was wrong, was that there was too much torsion in the digitizer.